Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to do my new in April video talking about some of my favourite new launches that are coming out this month or that have just launched for the beginning of April. There's quite a lot of makeup launches this month, and more specifically lip products. I also had some feedback about only including like my favourite things, and some of you quite like to see some of the stuff that's like maybe hyped up that I don't like as well. So I'm including like a good selection this time and not sticking to just 5. But some of them are kind of negative as well. So I'm actually going to start off with a negative one because I'm starting off with makeup, and I feel like this is the main makeup item of this video. It's the new Charlotte Tilbury palette. I am not a fan of this. It's the Icon Eyes to Hypnotize palette. It's the David Bowie inspired lightning bolt eye one on the front, and this is what it looks like. You can see why initially it might not be the most me palette anyway, because it does have some real brights in there. That electric blue is super bright, but I actually do really like that. But the main reason why I struggle with this palette is that there are no matte shades in here. They're all shimmery, sparkly shades, and they're really pretty, but I feel like it's a big palette. Like, there are 12 shades in here, and I feel kind of like I always would need something else to help like blend this palette or go with these colors. I feel like that might not be the case if you're really into your shimmers and you know you want like a really shimmery eye look, but I like a little bit of shimmer, so I feel like for me this palette wasn't the best, and I have given it a good try. I took it away for the last 4 days when I was in New York, and I used it every day, and I like it, but I don't think it's as good as some of the other Charlotte Tilbury palettes. So that's the new Icon palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Not my favourite. One thing that are my favourite though are the new Latex Love liquids. They're not liquid lipsticks, they're like lip glosses. They're like heavy, highly pigmented lip glosses. These are lovely, the texture is lovely, the pigmentation is fantastic, the staying power is great. My favourite colour is this one, which is Video Vixen, but I also like, I think it was this, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Very Nude. There are only 6 colours, so I would have thought there will be more at some point, and I love this colour, the Video Vixen one. Video Vixen, yeah. So yeah, they are the Latex Love lip glosses, and there's a lot of lip products coming out this month actually, and a lot of interesting good ones. But also another one that disappointed was the new Dior ones. I love the packaging for these. I wanted to love them, but they're very sheer. They're kind of those lipsticks that, like, I either want a lip gloss for this kind of look or I want to wear a lipstick. I feel like they don't stay very long. The pigmentation is very light. The colour range as well. This colour is my favourite, which is 667 Pink Meteor, and it's definitely a colour I would wear. But in terms of the shade range for the other colours, I was a little bit disappointed. So, yeah, not my favourite, even though the packaging is stunning. It's like the original Dior Addict packaging, but then it has like this pinky, nice pink colour on the Dior. Not the biggest fan of those. However, I was very surprised by the fact that I was a big fan of these new releases from Clarins. These are the Joli Rouge Lacquers, and they look similar, right? They look like they're going to be similar, but these are really nicely pigmented, like for a kind of glossy balm. Really nicely pigmented. This is the Clarins one at the bottom, and this is in the colour, hang on a minute, doesn't say, that's not very useful, is it? Oh, it says on this end. It's in Soft Berry. And then I also was wearing this colour mixed with another colour in my last video, and it looks really purple, but actually I quite like it. It's like really purple, and that is called Plum. So yeah, I like those a lot. They're the Joli Rouge Lacquers, and they're also coming out this month. I'll put prices and everything in the info bar below so you guys can check them out. Another thing being released from Clarins this month, which I have been using, and I had it ready to show you in this video, but it seems to have gone missing, which means that River has got her hands on it and taken it somewhere, is the new Clarins mascara. The 4D mascara. It's so nice, like really good and nice. I'm a big fan of that. I've been using it for the last week or so. And then another liquid lipstick launch from Givenchy, this is the last lip product I promise, are these, which are called the Encre Interdite lip inks, basically, because that's kind of a complicated name. There are, I think, 5 colours in these. Actually, no, there's more. I've got 5. There are 8 colours. This is the press release. You can see all the colours together there. Nice shade selection, all quite bright and quite bold. These remind me a lot of the YSL glossy stains and the L'Oreal version of those. They're that strange texture, like they're like exactly the same in terms of the texture, but they're like that strange texture that's very wet on application. This colour is so not me, it's like bright orange. It's very wet on application and then it almost dries down to be a very thick gloss, and then you put one layer on, like pat it in, then put another layer on, and they stay for hours, like hours and hours. But it's a nice shade selection. It would have been nicer to see a couple more nudes, but then I think there's one called Nude Spot, which I didn't get in the selection, which might, well, the name would suggest it's more nude, but the colours I have to show you are all pretty bold. Oh, actually this one is a little bit less. Yeah, Arty Pink is a little bit less bold, but like look at these, they are bold. This purple as well is actually just not the right kind of purple for lips, but this colour on the other hand, really nice. This is fuchsia, is it fuchsia spot? Vandal fuchsia. And Arty Pink, also really nice. Very lovely texture, very lovely packaging, right up my street. I loved the YSL glossy stains and I think I'm probably going to love those as well. Also on the makeup front, there's another eyeshadow palette that I wanted to talk about. This is from bareMinerals. I feel like I haven't spoken about bareMinerals in a while. Like I loved their concealer that launched towards the beginning of last year, but I haven't been blown away by a lot of the other bareMinerals launches recently until this. So this is part of the Floral Utopia collection. The rest of the collection, I could definitely leave it, wasn't that interested in it, but this is the eyeshadow palette. Look at this stunning packaging, it's so pretty. And inside, the colours are just gorgeous. I think this is such a good choice of spring colour palette for an eyeshadow palette. It's got colour in it, but it's not completely unwearable, and it's also, it's like spring colours, but it's not cringy, like, you know, I don't want to wear yellow and whatever on my eyelids. It's wearable, but it's different, and I really like that a lot. So yes, that's from bareMinerals. Moving on to skincare. This is new this month. I don't know if this is new in the States, but this is new in the UK at least. It's the Slaai, or is it supposed to be Slaai, Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. From Drunk Elephant. Drunk Elephant have launched a cleansing balm. This is big news for me because I love this brand. Oh, that went on the floor. I love this brand and I love cleansing balms. So I have high hopes for this. I have not tried it yet. So I will let you know how I get on with that. The one thing that I would say about this is genius. It's a little magnetic spoon that attaches itself to the top of the pot and then allows you to scoop out the right amount of product. Genius. Genius. Love that. And then Kiehls have also launched the Ultralight Daily UV Defense Aqua Gel, and I feel like I will get questions about this because I've spoken so much about their Ultralight UV Defense and whether or not this is as good. This is good. Personally, I still prefer the Ultralight one. It's definitely like it feels like a waterproof texture, like it really does when you put it on. It's very lightweight, like as soon as you rub it in, it disappears. But for me, this feels almost like a little waxy on the skin, which I wasn't a huge fan of. I definitely will use this and do like it, but I prefer the ultralight version. That's new as well. And then also Bath and Body wise, L'Occitane have launched a shower shake version of their almond shower oil. I love their almond shower oil. It's so luxurious and divine and just delicious. This is interesting. It's basically like a milk that it has the little metal balls in it, so you shake it up like a milkshake. And it's like a milkier version of the shower oil. I do really like this. I've been using it for the past couple of weeks. I have to say, they sent me 2, so the other one is in my shower. I have to say, I think I prefer the original. I think I prefer just the oil. Although I do really like this, I will use this, and I will use this bottle as well. Like, I really like it. But I think I slightly prefer the shower oil. So yeah, that is new as well. And then lastly for fragrance, Jo Malone have launched their Spring Blossoms. Spring Blossoms? I think it's Spring Blossom, not Spring Blooms. Yeah. Collection. And it's stunning. I mean, if you like neon, this is just amazing. There are 4 fragrances in the range. 3 of them, I believe, have been in the Jo Malone family before or are permanent editions. So Jo Malone release like a blossom fragrance every year, and it's always in limited edition packaging. It's usually a different fragrance. This year they've got a whole lineup of products. I've only got 3 to show you, but they have like tons of them. The one fragrance that I know is in the main collection is Orange Blossom. So this now comes in a hair mist, and then the limited edition packaging in a couple of other products. I have the whole lineup, but it's probably easier for you to go on the Jo Malone website and like look if you're interested, because there's a lot of products. So the Orange Blossom, personally, this is one of the fragrances from Jo Malone I actually really don't like very much. So for me, that's a no. They then also have the Silk Blossom, which I believe was from a couple of years ago. I really like this, it's lovely. And this comes in the neon pink candle, which is just, this is right up my street. And then they also have the Star Magnolia, which is nice. I think that was from a couple of years ago. And then the new fragrance is the Frangipani Flower, which is actually my favourite. I don't normally love florals, like light blossomy florals. They're not my thing. I like fresher fragrances as opposed to like really feminine florals. But this is really nice. I like it. I like Frangipani in general anyway, but this is like, it's not sickly. It's fresh. If you like floral fragrances and you want something a little bit different, definitely check this out. And the packaging is super cute as well. And then last but not least, Viktor and Rolf have introduced a new fragrance to their massively popular Flower Bomb perfume. And I prefer this to the original. Is that controversial? I don't know. This is definitely not as sweet as the original, as you can tell with the packaging. It's a lot more kind of evening focused and a lot darker. The original one, if you guys haven't smelt Flower Bomb, is very, very sweet. It's instantly recognizable. It's very strong as a fragrance. This one is also very strong, but it's less sweet. It's more sexy, more evening, slightly smoother as a fragrance, I think. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's a little bit more mature, in my opinion, and I really like it. If you are a fan of Flower Bomb, I think you will like this as well. If you're kind of a fan of Flower Bomb, but you find it difficult to wear something that is quite so strong, then maybe try this, because it is a little bit more... It's still like bam there, and it smells a bit like Flower Bomb, but it's a little bit more subtle. So that is the Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Midnight Eau de Parfum. And that is it for my new in April video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of interesting new good and bad launches this month. I'm most excited to try this. I actually didn't get the chance to try it yet. Normally I try everything before I film this video so that I can give you a proper kind of review or first impressions at least, but I only got this last night, and I was so tired after flying back from New York that I did not use it. I completely forgot. I left it downstairs, and then by the time I was taking my makeup off, I actually wasn't even wearing makeup, so by the time I was washing my face, I was like, I'm not going back downstairs. So I have not tried it yet, but I will let you know how I get on. Very excited for that, and I will see you very soon. Bye.